YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy here, back, not technically back, starting a brand new channel. The only thing I do on this channel is talk basketball and play 2K. So let's get right into it. Today, you read the description, you don't need much going on. If you want a video explaining what the fuck I am and who I am and what I'm doing, I can give that to you. But as of right now, we're rebuilding. We're rebuilding the Washington Wizards, the worst team in the NBA, the generational bad Washington Wizards. This is what we look like. Malcolm Brogdon sucks. Chris Middleton sucks. Koulibaly sucks. Sarr is fucking generationally bad for a rookie shooting the ball as a center. Everybody sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Marcus Smart sucks. So many guys suck on this team. It's actually unbelievable. We're just going to sim to the end of the year. See who wins the championship. And then I'll see you guys at the draft. But this is going to be a long, hard rebuild. My GOAT Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is your most valuable player. Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year. Jonas Valanciunas, Giannis, Amen, Trey, Kenny Atkinson, Jacob Park. Who wins the championship? I don't care. It is early in the morning too, so I will be yawning. So if you notice me yawn, I'm not like trying to seduce you. I don't know. Shea and my glorious Thunder win the championship. LeBron James tries to retire. Not a chance, buddy. Alright, I just simmed right to the draft. We have the number 2 pick. I believe that is what that said. No, wait, we have number 1. Alright, so we have number 1 and 24. This sucks, because I have done Wizards rebuilds in the past where we gotten Cooper Flag. So, like, we're going to have to take Cooper. I don't think that there's any, like, ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was hoping we were going to get, like, 2 or 3 and take, like, Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper, but realistically, this Washington Wizards team has been generationally bad for years and years and years. It's time they get a first overall pick, and honestly, it's realistic they get Cooper Flag this year. Cooper Flag! Welcome to Washington, buddy. This speeds up this fucking rebuild by about 10 years with that. And, oh my god, Malach is here at what? What is Malach here at? Like 22? Oh, we're getting Kadeen Malach. You can't really complain about that draft. Really, you can't. We got a bunch of studs. Kadeen. So now we got our 1-2 punch. I mean, if we can make Sarr a shooter, because Kadeen ain't shooting that fucking rock. He's not shooting that rock. If we can make Sarr somewhat of a shooter, we have 2 7-footers and 1 can stretch the floor, and we're good at our 4 and our 5. We're good. Don't need anything. But this is, I believe we don't need anything. Like, the team is so bad that we need everything, so we don't technically need anything. Which is like girl math, but not at the same time. Chris Middleton's contract is untradeable. We have Sarr going to be moving back to the 4, because I think he's expressed that he wants to play the 4 anyway. And then, honestly, we're going to just start Kadeen. And we have a couple decent backup 4s. Like, this is going to be another terrible year. But can you blame me? So, Bilal Koulibaly magically came back from a torn ACL. I think Summer League, like, right after the draft. Oh, it must be right after the draft. So, okay, fair enough. This is what we're running with. We're running with Kadeen at the 5. I'm cool with that. Carrington, Middleton, Kispert, Smart, George, and Bay. We're actually going to go down to, like, a 10-man rotation just to see kind of what's going on. Nobody's going to want Middleton. Nobody wants Smart. But there are a couple guys that I think teams might want. Corey Kispert doesn't really fit, like, the timeline. He's a very good player, and I love Corey Kispert as a basketball player, but he doesn't fit the timeline. So we might as well trade him for draft capital now. What does our draft capital actually look like? Because if we're going to, run around and be shit, I need to know exactly how much draft capital we need to either get or we can trade. We have a swap with the Rockets. We don't have our own first-round pick this year. It is New York Knicks. I'm gonna look that up right now and see if that has any protections on it. All right, so Washington's first-round pick to New York protected for selections 1 through 10 in 2025 and 1 through 8 in 2026. So our pick actually last year was protected, and so that means technically they took our pick this year. So I am gonna, before the draft, I'm gonna turn on trade override, and if we're 1 through 8, which I'm assuming we probably will be, then we will honestly just say fuck it and take that shit from them. I'm sorry, but that's just how she's gonna go. We're at the trade deadline, And I have no idea how. So we're 14 and 36, which makes sense. This team is some cheeks. I just don't want to be the worst team in the league because it seems like the worst team in the league every year in 2K at least does not get the first overall pick. They drop horrendously. So the Utah Jazz are actually the worst team. So I'm cool as a cucumber with this. Let's see what the stats are. This is all I care about. I'm probably not going to make a deal. Realistically, Jordan Poole, Cooper Flagg, Chris Middleton, Alex Sarr, Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert. I'm going to see what the trade finders got for Corey Kispert. We don't need him. He doesn't fit. He doesn't fit the timeline very well. Bilal Koulibaly. I actually am going to, before I forget, up his shot tendency so he doesn't request a trade within the first 2 years of him being here. And then other than that, we're going to trade my boy. All right, we're going to do this deal with the Mavericks. We're going to go out and get 2 first-round picks for a pick swap. And Klay Thompson, welcome to the team. Kind of getting off that Klay Thompson deal for them is huge because he's terrible. He's not even getting PT for us. So I'm so sorry to Klay Thompson because that is brutal. But I'm just going to trade override on, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. And the reason I'm turning trade override on is so I can get my damn pick if we're top 8, which I'm pretty sure are guaranteed to be. Shai's your MVP. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year, having 13, 7, and 3, which is kind of underwhelming. I was hoping he was going to average like 20 on a team like this, but I mean, that's cool. Obviously, we don't have anybody on All-NBA. Let's simulate, and then I'll see you guys at the drafts because we suck. All right, Kyrie Irving and Jason Tatum, and Corey Kispert goes out and gets a fucking ring. So good for Corey Kispert. All right, so we ended up having pick number 3. Well, the Knicks did, and then I snaked it from him. And I am going to obviously take Darren Peterson. This guy is kind of like competing for that number 1 spot in this draft class. Obviously, AJ DeBonsta kind of has that shit on lock, but he's kind of the consensus number 2 right now. So we're gonna take him, and then I'll take some bum. I don't know. Whoever the fuck I want, I'm gonna take. I don't even know. One of these motherfuckers. Player progression hits harder than a bus. We're looking good. We're competitive. We're competitive. We have kind of our 1, 2, and I mean, you could consider Sarr being 3 when it comes to kind of like a star. So I guess we have our big 3 in Washington finally. Don't really need to build through the draft anymore. I'm still going to continue to build through the draft, but we don't need to be like banking on getting 1, 2, or 3 because I think we have our guys. We just need to build a couple bench pieces around it, and we can also use that doing trades. We have a lot of draft capital. Whoever's doing the job in Washington is not terrible at their job right now, so it's just kind of watching the players progress and making trades. And I didn't even see Kadeem on there, so I don't know what his overall went up. I'm assuming probably not that much, which is unfortunate, but we'll check it. We'll check it. 18 and 33 is where this team stands, which is good. Cooper Flagg is leading the team. Darren Peterson right behind him. Bilal Koulibaly is finally happy because he's taking shots. Shot tendency was brutal. Now he's averaging 14. Jordan Poole is an 87. Kadeen Mulach is doing well. Blocking out the game, can't really complain. We're looking good. We're looking pretty solid actually. And you know what? Saddiq Bey is still on this team. Saddiq Bey is not a bad basketball player, but I just don't need Saddiq Bey on this team. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. So Saddiq Bey, you've now met your maker, and you're gonna go meet him again. Goodbye. The Atlanta Hawks want us to take on this terrible fucking contract that is Terrence Mann. I refuse to do protected picks, so unprotected. They're getting a good player. I still have this on. Second round pick, 100%. We'll make that trade, and as I do this right now, I will be going and turning the the trade override off. But yeah, I mean, we take a terrible contract on, and they get Saddiq Bey in return. I think he also has been an Atlanta Hawk before, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, this is what the team looks like. We're going to continue simulating. Bilal Koulibaly's still pissed off. Not sure why. Everybody else is happy except you, bro. So just so you know, you are a piece of shit. Shai is your most valuable player. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year, and 6th Man of the Year on OKC. That seems fair. Mark Denon, Brandon Harrison. We need to be good in the next couple years. Cooper Flagg, All-NBA 3rd team, averaging 16, 10, and 4. Nice. He's got to be all-defensive team too, no? Has to be. Oh, he's not. Wow, okay, so Jason Tatum, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Are we in the playoffs? No. No. We were actually really bad this year. I was not expecting us to be this bad, but we were really bad. So, who's going to win the chip? Thunder versus Cavs, and Cavs sweep. Wow, Donovan Mitchell's your final MVP. The 2nd overall pick again. the second overall pick. I don't even know who's in this draft. I think this is, okay, so Tyron Stokes goes first. Who do we pick up? We can go Elijah Arenas. We can go Taj Ariza. We could go Dylan Mingo. Dylan Mingo's a really good guy. I've heard. He's, me and him used to be boys back in the day, actually. But it doesn't seem like we're getting a 5, like kind of like I want. We can go John Maker Bowl, who's 7'1" from Sudan. Not a fan. But I think we need a point guard. We need a point guard coming up. Brandon McCoy, Tony Parker Hall of Fame. He's the best rated player in the draft, or as of right now. Brandon McCoy, welcome to the team. Now we have our 1, 2, 3, 4 best players, and we're cool. We're cool with this now. So apparently on the RFA, it would not let me re-sign Bilal, but I didn't match his contract either. So I was gonna match it and trade him, but that's fine. I'm literally cool with this. I don't want Bilal on the team if he's gonna be an asshole. If he's going to be an asshole, fuck him. This team looks good. Sarr, Flag, Peterson, and now we have McCoy kind of coming off the bench learning from Jordan Poole. Is learning from Jordan Poole a good thing? Probably not. Probably not. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm cool with him learning to shoot 30 feet threes and making them instead of missing them like Jordan Poole does. All right, we're 29 and 24. I mean, that is not bad at all. That is very respectable. Cooper Flagg's doing well. Darren Peterson, Jordan Poole's still really good. Kadeem, and Brandon McCoy is averaging 4.5 assists per game, which is unreal. Obviously, there's something that there's something we're not good at. So let's go find that out. NBA stats, team stats. Let's see. So we are the 12th seed. Okay. So points allowed per game. Where are we at? Points allowed per game. We don't allow that many points, okay? So we are in the bottom half, I'm assuming. We're kind of right around league average, and we're kind of below league average on scoring. So do we need to bring in a bucket getter? I'm not sure. Field goals made per game. Where are we at? We're straight average. We are straight average. Field goals attempted. Rebounding. How are we in rebounding? Offensive rebounds per game. We are in the low. In the low, I'm assuming. Oh, we're in the high. Okay, we're 11th in offensive rebounds per game. All right, where's defensive rebounds per game? We are 3. So it's not our defensive rebounding. I'm assuming it's not our assists because our assists are probably all right. 8 steals, blocks, turnovers. So it comes down to like just being able to score the basketball just a tiny little bit more. I don't know where somebody slots in as a bucket getter. We don't really have that off the bench other than McCoy. So maybe we could go out and get... Well, Carlton Carrington, though, is like kind of getting buckets, too. I'm going to raise some shot tendencies, and that's all I'm going to do because I don't really... I see that getting better as we start to progress. I think that is kind of where that comes in to play. Anthony Edwards is your most valuable player. Tyron Stokes, Rookie of the Year. Bilal Coulibaly. Bilal Coulibaly is 6th Man of the Year. He went there and actually balled out. I'm sure he's probably pissed there too because he's a little pussy-ass bitch. Cooper Flagg makes All-NBA first team, which is kind of crazy to think about. We were the 8th seed. So, sim through game 1, and we are going up against the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have Nola Treorn, Cameron Thomas, Lee McNeely, Salty Aldama, and they somehow got Nikola Jokic. So, game 1. Game 2. You know what? I wouldn't mind making a playoff push this year. I don't need draft picks. I don't need shit for draft picks. I do not need a single draft pick. I want to get these players a little bit of fucking playoff experience. A little bit of playoff experience. That's all I need. Okay, 3-2. I'm taking this serious, man. I want to do well. So if we're losing this game and it's close, I'm joining in and winning this game for our team. But it's looking like we're going to get absolutely shit pummeled. But we did win a playoff series, and that is a huge, or not a playoff series, a playoff game. That is a huge, huge, huge step for the Washington Wizards as a fucking organization. Steph Curry, in his final year, wins a championship. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but he did. Cooper Flagg has turned into a perennial star at 93. Darren Peterson's up. Jordan Poole's down. I mean, that makes sense. Jordan Poole is 29 years old. Makes sense. I'm cool with that. Brandon McCoy goes up. We're looking good. We don't need center depth because we low-key have center depth. We need 3 depth. And Julian Champagny could be that 3 depth if we move him to the 2, which is a very possible, to the 3, which I have a feeling he's going to go up quite a bit if I do that. So let's go do that. It goes up 2, so it's not unreal, but we do have point guard depth. We do have shooting guard depth. We could, also move Carlton Carrington or Darren Peterson to the 3, doesn't matter. But we look good. We're looking good. It's just about letting these guys develop and then obviously getting them to win a championship is the goal here. All right. I'm not fucking around this year. This is what we're running with. We're good. Mulach is good. Poole, George, Robinson. Go to a 10-man because we kind of need it. And then, yeah, we're playing Nick Richards and Mitchell Robinson. Don't hate. Yeah, we're good. All right, I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. We're probably going to be making some moves if we're not good. And I'm assuming we're going to be, like, good, but I don't think we're going to be the best. But we're going to make it work. 35-17. Can you complain? Cooper Pooper Flag. 21, 10, and 5. We got Darren Peterson. Brandon McCoy is a stud. Carlton Carring, stud. Malach, stud. Poole, mid. Sar, mid. But I don't really care because we're good. Sar needs to like learn how to shoot the ball or something. Shooting 40% from 3 is brutal. Or from the anything is brutal. I think Mitchell Robinson's at a career high right now. 8 points a game while he had 9. Okay. So this guy just hasn't got better since his rookie year. I respect it. Don't put in the work. I respect it. All right. This is what we got. And I'm not doing shit. I'm not going to lie. I don't really see anything to do. Considering that we are doing extremely well. And if we don't win it this year, then we'll go out next year and make a trade. But as of right now, I'm cool with this. And we're going to run with it. Cooper Flag is your most valuable player. 20, 10, and 5, which is kind of crazy. Because if you go override player, there's guys that are doing a lot better. But I'm cool with that. Jim Carlson, Bilal Koulibaly is your 6th man of the year once again. Boogie Flan, Michael Stauffer, and Dylan Shaw. This is the year to do it. Because there's not any teams that are like, seems like that are crazy. We're going up against Brooklyn, except we're the 1 seed, they're the 8 seed. They still got yoked. They look better than they did last year. As far as I'm concerned, they actually look better. Game 1 goes to Washington. Game 2 goes to Washington. Game 3 goes to Washington. And Game 4, we do a clean sweep on these boys. Now we're going up against the Detroit Pistons, a 5th seed. Cade Cunningham, Shaden Sharp, a sore. I mean, iHeart's old as hell. So, Game 1. Okay, Game 2. Okay, Game 3. Okay, Game 4. Okay, Game 5. Damn. Oh, Game 6? Okay, perfect. All right, we're going up against Cleveland. Cleveland, Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, and Malachi Morano. That sounds like a real name. But Game 1. 2. And 5. It's hard to lose when you got the MVP. We're going up against the Pelicans. And guess who we're going against? Bilal Koulibaly. Ooh, this is crazy. Game 1. Game 2. Game 3. Game 4. Bilal Koulibaly, suck my fucking dick. Cooper Flag is your Kia Finals MVP. If you guys enjoyed this rebuild and want to see more, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see challenge videos, what do you want to do? Obviously, there's a new account, so let me know what you want to see. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.